Hey guys, it's me, Kisame Unlimited, and I'm here with my boyfriend, Yama.
Hi. Thank you for introducing me.
I know. Now here we're doing another episode of the weekly card review, Tutor Boot, the segment Tutor Boot. And normally we always ask for likes. Don't forget to like the video. It's greatly appreciated. We want 700, 800. It's always greatly appreciated. You don't have to.
Don't include me in your bullshit.
You don't have to, but it would be greatly appreciated to me, and I would be very happy if you took the time to click that button. Good.
There,
All right.
nice, done.
Alright, so now a new card was released this week, which I think is very good. Me and Yama were talking about it for like the past hour, talking about all the combos we could think of just with this one card. And we're going to get on into this. You want to say the card's name?
I will read it. Okay. Spirit of the Tailwind.
I like that name.
That's its name.
It's
and its Japanese name I'm going to try to pronounce. Yurikaze no Sururai. I want to say that's how you say it. And it's a wind fairy effect monster with 4 stars, 1,800 attack points, and 900 defense points, and it's a trigger effect.
Trigger effect cards are basically cards that, just like when you play them, you just get like Fluffle Dog.
Trigger, I think, isn't trigger effect when a certain situation is met, the effect activates?
No, I think that's ignition. Trigger is how you said, trigger is like Fluffle Owl and Dog. When they play,
when they're summoned, you get the stuff.
They're like that. Like
if this card is normal summoned, you can add 1 flip monster from your deck to your hand.
I want to say this in the video because I didn't want to say this to him prior, but for me, if this is the kind of card where I wish I had back in the day, because if I had something like this back in the day, all the combos I would do with this card would be like outrageous.
Well, what I'm gonna say about the card is that it's a fairy card, so it works in prediction princesses because they're all fairy and they're all most of them are flip monsters, if not all of them, and it's a wind monster, so it works with gustos because a lot of the gustos have flip effects. Not like probably anyone cares about them, but I like them. And a lot of the cards I've noticed from playing the game, I could be wrong about this, but from what I've seen, a lot of the cards that when you normal summon them and you add a card from your deck to your hand, that's a great effect, but I feel like every card that has an effect has terrible attack points. Like Fluffle Owl and like that blue Spellbook guy.
Yeah, Spellbook Magician.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of them just have... Fluffle Owl only has 1,000.
Yeah, well, Fluffle Dog's pretty okay because that's 1,700.
And this card's even better than that.
Yeah,
because this card has 1,800. And I think that's a really good effect with a card with decent attack points, in my opinion.
The funny thing I want to just state with this card right now, which I just find very fun, is because most flip effect cards are not really used these days. There are great flip effect cards such as Gravekeeper Spy, Pot of Taboos, and you said Gustos.
Yeah, they're not great, but I mean...
Well, Gustos, when they're destroyed.
They're flip effect cards. There's 2 of them that have flip effects.
Okay, because I was going to say, because I know that some of them, like when they're destroyed face down, but I know that if they have the thing flipped there. But you want to know something? I think it's a really good take on flip effect cards because you know how long it's been. It's a toot, for me, definitely, because I would toot it for the sake that this game needed something like that for a very, very, very long time. I'm not going to say that it could definitely lead into combos. Like, this card could fucking beat Chidori, just like, it's a wind. I might even consider this in God, because God is in my head like a +1 base deck, and I love stuff like Breaker and cards that give me shit for free. This card does that.
Yeah. I mean, well, I toot it too, because it's pretty hard to beat an 1,800 card that you could just normal summon. It's pretty hard to beat that on one, like without a special summon monster.
Have you
right
ever
away.
met Gemini Elf? No, I'm kidding.
I don't care. And I mean, it's not like the easiest thing.
Gen Warp Werewolf or game,
right? But yeah, it's just like a pretty, and a 4 stars is a pretty. It adds up to synchros, and it has the best XYZs in the 4 stars. I think.
These two, from one fairy to another fairy.
Oh my god.
I see the connection. No kidding.
It looks like she has your legs.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I got beautiful legs.
She has your legs, but she has my... She has your legs, but she has my eyes.
I think she has my hair. And she has my hips. That's what she
No,
has.
she definitely doesn't have your hair. She has my hair.
She has my hips. She has that large, you know. Enough of this. Okay, so overall, the card is great. I like her. She's really good. I think she might, honestly, be overlooked. I would like to. What I'm looking.
And she has, and there's not that many like strong. There's not too many strong wind monsters in the game, and I think that it adds a little bit of that. But I definitely think this card is mostly supportive of Prediction Princesses, I want to say, for now, because that's the only deck I can think of that has fairy monsters and flip effect monsters.
Yeah. I'm. You know what I kind of feel like a lot. I remember reading a comment where one person said a lot of people would abuse this with like Man-Eater Bug and Pot of Taboos.
Someone said that.
And I know that there's a book of Eclipsers. There's one book card
like
where it switches like all cards from face up to, because one deck that was really abused back in the day was like a deck destruction deck where it would basically like fuck up all your opponent's shit. And a card that could really abuse flip effects could be dangerous in that world, but I don't want to view that world, because regardless if we get Toot either way, because this card is far from a boot. Any card that gives you anything for free with, like how you say, good attack points, is really good.
It just has decent attack points in it, and it's like there's not that many wind or fairy monsters out there that can do
this
that.
Card is fucking...
Are you gonna put it on the screen?
It is fucking badass. Alright, so you want to know something? I applaud you, Konami. You made a really, really good card that I'm actually really interested in.
Definitely a more unique card from the few that we've seen.
So that's basically it. I'm sure that there are more things that this card could possibly do, and if you know a whole bunch of combos this card could basically help make even better, leave it as a comment below. Tell me what you would play with this and what combos you would do with the deck, because like I said, off the tip of my head I was thinking of Chidori and a few other little things, but leave your comments below of how you feel.
Yeah, also, and tell us if you toot or boot it as well.
Oh yeah, it would be.
It'd be really nice if you toot or boot it, and if you boot it, tell us why, and if you toot us, tell us why too, and like he said, tell us the combos you can pull off.
And lastly, I'll say is if you have any, if there's any card that's recently been announced that is supposed to be coming out to the OCG soon, and you would like us to cover it, leave it as a comment below, and maybe we'll discuss that in a future toot or boot segment. So this is Kisame
and Yama,
and we're signing out, and we're gonna be playing this fucking fairy. Damn it!
Bye.
Bye.